It's my vinyl update for June 2023. Ahoy hoy everybody, and welcome to my vinyl update for June 2023. And there's a lot to show you, and I've not shown any of it earlier in the month, so this is going to take a while. So grab yourself a drink, settle down, and let's start with the new pre-loved. Let's start with a pre-loved, because normally I'll start with a new. So I think nearly all of these are from a slice of vinyl, bar one, I think. 2 or 3 visits this month where I've picked stuff up. Let's just go through it. So first up is this copy of Scary Monsters by David Bowie. So this was £20, so that would be 18 with my discount. So as many of you will know, I have finally started picking up Bowie on vinyl. Got the original lyric sheet. Very nice copy. Nothing I'm showing you today I have listened to yet. And I haven't cleaned any of the pre-loved stuff yet either. Just for reference. Excuse me. For £15, so £13.50, Wilson Pickett's Greatest Hits. It's a double album on Atlantic. So I like picking up these greatest hits for sort of the soul legends. They're sort of all I really need. I don't want to go deep on them, but they contain, as I say, all the tracks that I want. This one, there are a couple of marks on this one, you can see there and there. You can't actually feel them, so hopefully they'll clean out. Oh, and there's also one there. Again, you can't feel that one, so hopefully they'll clean out a bit and they'll play fine. So yeah, In the Midnight Hour, 6, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, Mustang Sally, Everybody Needs Somebody to Love, Land of a Thousand Dances, Mama Told Me Not to Come, cover of Hey Jude. Plenty on there that I know and plenty to discover. Okay, this next one, Kieran assumed I had. So when he showed it in his video, I said, "Oh, is that what I think it is?" And it was. So this is the original European release of Prince's 1999 album. So this was £18, so that would be £16.20. So when, in 1982, this album was released, it was a double album in the States, but because Prince hadn't really had any success over here, we over here weren't happy to release a double album, so they edited out some tracks and turned it into a single album, and this is it. It then proved successful, and 1999 and Little Red Corvette were hits, so they then reissued it as a standard double album. So I have the Record Store Day release of this version from 2018, 19, something like that. Which obviously replicated it, but this is an original from 1982. Very nice copy. I said to him, "Is that an original?" He said, yeah, it is. And I said, "Oh, great, I'll have it then." And he said, "Oh, actually, I better check that." I said, "Oh, it's easy to tell, and there's no barcode and no NPG records on there, therefore it is an original." This is Hot House Flowers' album People. Is it just called People? There's a sticker over it. yeah, it's just called People. So this has got Don't Go on it, which was a huge hit. And I've always liked, so for, what was it, £5? Yeah, £5, so £4.50. I thought I'd nab it. See if the rest of it is as good. Another nice copy. Next is another compilation. This time it's for Phil Spector. Greatest Hits. So this was only a £5, so £4.50. And it's got River Deep, Mountain High, Then He Kissed Me, Be My Baby, Proud Mary, Zippity Doo Dah, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, To Do Ron Ron, He's a Rebel. Sorry, I just dropped the thing. Unchained Melody, Walking in the Rain, Baby I Love You, and more. So should be a good compilation on Impression Records. It looks, you know, well packed. Lots of tracks on each side, but doesn't necessarily mean it's going to sound terrible. It might just be quiet. But that's what volume knobs are for. Next is a Grail. I don't have many Grails, but this is one of them. So this was an eBay purchase. This is On the Night, Dire Straits live album following the On Every Street album. So this was the only Dire Straits vinyl album that I needed. Got it on CD, but been after a copy of this basically pretty much ever since I started collecting vinyl again. This is an eBay purchase, as I say. Very clearly the cover is not in great condition, therefore I was able to pick this up cheap. This normally goes for between £90 and £110. I paid £60 for this. So yeah, the cover is not great. There's, you know, indent of some writing, there's ring wear, the edge is frayed, there's sort of a bend there. But the inner sleeves are immaculate, and most importantly, so is the vinyl. So yeah, really pleased I've picked that up. I've bid on many over the last few years and they've always gone too expensive for me. So I was happy to pay much less for a copy that will play fine, even if the cover's a bit tatty. Back to Slice of Vinyl pickups. So I'm gradually picking up Roxy Music's albums, and this is Country Life, is it called? Yeah, Country Life, with its infamous cover. This has got writing that you can't read because it's red on green. It's their fourth album. You know, none of the titles are actually leaping out at me, but I'm sure I will recognise a couple of the songs when I hear the album. On Island, again another really nice copy. Bit of a mark in the running groove, but that's not an issue. So this was 20, so £18. Another Bowie, and this is Lodger, again 20, so £18. I'm pretty much just picking up a Bowie or two every time I go in there. This is, I'm not sure on me. Yeah, this is one of the recent reissues. So it's got the fake Bowie label. It means it's 180 gram. So it's got a replica of the original inner sleeve and the lyric sheet. So it's probably only been played once or twice. Bargain really for 18 quid. Another Roxy music. This is their greatest hits, which basically I picked up for Virginia Plain because it's not on their debut album, or at least originally it wasn't. So when I do pick up that album, there's a fair chance Virginia Plain will not be on it. I'm sure this will probably end up being the Roxy music album I listen to the most. So it's nice to have for that as well. £7, so £6.30. I'm also gradually picking up the Beatles albums as and when. And this is Magical Mystery Tour. So this is £25, so £22.50. This is... Oh, I did look this up. It's early, and I think it's East Coast. You can tell, there's a couple of ways you can tell, and I'm trying to remember what they are. The typeset on No You're Not says Little Nicola. That's handwritten font on some copies, and I think it's the publishing as well that's different. Oh, it's so annoying, because as I say, I looked this up. I can't remember, but it's definitely early. First or second pressing. And I think it was East Coast of America rather than West Coast. But the booklet is immaculate, and you know, it's not falling out or anything like that. Really thick stock. It's an official import to the UK. Might have been something on the label as well that indicated. Can't remember now. But yeah, really good condition as well. In fact, I would call that near mint. So really happy to get that at that price. Was thrilled when he got this in, and I quickly asked him to reserve it for me. This is Gorillaz The Fall, so this is £25, so £22.50. So this was the only Gorillaz album, but for some reason was not included in that Gorillaz box set. But it was a record store day release. For some reason they didn't include this, so I've been keeping an eye out for it, and I'm happy to now have it. And it's on a nice, is this sort of a swamp green, I would probably call that, vinyl. Another Bowie. This is low. So this was 25, so 22.50. Again, another very nice copy. This time an original or an earlier reissue. But again, really good quality. No marks or anything. Another Beatles. So this was only a tenner, so £9. Live at Hollywood Bowl. Obviously not the greatest live album ever made, sound quality wise, but a must for the collection. And again, another nice copy. Couple of marks, but nothing that should affect play. So as I say, yeah, these, you know, all these slice of vinyl ones look like I, you know, bought so much from them that I should have done a haul, but it was over, I think it was 3 different visits, so each one wasn't quite enough to do a haul. This is Pet Shop Boys Introspective, so I picked up a couple of Pet Shop Boys albums, their first 2, a while back, and I listened to them recently and really enjoyed them, so thought I'd pick this up as well. This was 15, so £13.50. So this has got Left to My Own Devices, Domino Dancing, I'm Not Scared, Always on My Mind. And again, very nice copy. And finally with a pre-loved, I think. Yep. For £10, so £9. Graceland by Paul Simon. So I've been picking up Paul Simon solo work. Got most of it. I've got Graceland on CD, so I was in no rush to get this, but I'm a slight mark on the sleeve, but again, it's only a tenner. Because practically everything else I have on vinyl, I wanted this regardless. Yeah, very nice copy again. Yeah, apart from that mark on the sleeve. So that's all the pre-loved. And we're 17 minutes in. And there's just as much new vinyl as well. It's been one of those months where lots of artists I like have released records. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. That was also, there's so much just on the pre-loved, but I'm going to split this into 2 parts, which you'll probably be aware of now because the title will have part 1 and part 2 on it. So yeah, the new vinyl I'll show in part 2, which will be up in a couple of days. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.